I listened to Luke's story deeply, using all my six senses. Initially, I felt empathy towards Luke and his family. After passing their hard times, they have reached their success. By the end, getting to know this, I feel happy for Luke and family. The moment I saw that Luke's friend wipe his mouth when his saliva began to fall from his mouth was heart touching and impactful for me, as nowadays hardly we can see children willing to do that type of things to anyone. But his friend did it without any hesitation or thinking that it is gross. I felt the bond that Luke has with his friends. Luke is lucky to have friends who are caring for him. Apart from that, the moment I saw Luke smile in his face when he saw his friends and they said hi was heart touching as well, because Luke is not smiling oftenly. But when he does it, he brightens and shows that he's happy, and that made me feel happy too. I have respect towards Luke's friends for how they take care of Luke and making him smile and happy. These moments are connect to my personal experience, as I also feel happy and smile when I'm around with my best friends and having good times. We have to value and respect what other people say. They are saying things to us with a trust and hope. So, as listeners, it is not a good practice to break the speaker's trust and hope. They might not have anyone good enough to share what they are going through, and if they have chosen us to tell the story, it means a lot as a listener. As humans being, we have to help each other and understand each other's feelings, emotions, and hardships. Listening is not the act of hearing the words spoken, it's the art of understanding the meaning behind those words. They might expect a solution or advice to their problems from us. So, if we do not listen properly and missing out any of what they said, we won't be able to give with them the clear and best solution or advice to them. All this proves the importance of deep listening. My understanding of privilege, gender, race, and ability have influenced how I listen to this story. When listening to Luke's story, I could not hear how Luke go through his life, engage in his daily tasks such as taking his meals, sanitary facilities, and engaging in studies beside his school life. Also, whether Luke can be treated and cured from his current situation to at least to a certain level. We have to try to keep out focus and avoid distractions in our listening practice, so that we won't be losing what the speaker is saying without rejecting their feelings. It is important to show empathy when listening to a story. My practices of listening influence my approach to inclusive practices as a teacher by promoting responding to children's diversity, creating a psychologically safe environment, and a platform to ensure ideas of children are heard. Moreover, as active listening can support to build a space where children can think more clearly about what they are saying, and thinking will help us to establish care for all the children and facilitate children's agency and support an inclusive teaching environment. The more powerful our conversations can become, and the more impact we can have. In order to describe how I listen to stories, I might use the words that make sense attentively, respectfully, and with an open mind. My approach to responsive listening be unique due to the fact that I focus on the conversation while paying attention to body language, facial expressions, and gestures to show that I am engaged, clarifying and paraphrasing information, asking follow up questions, showing interest to encouraging the speaker to continue. My approach to responsive listening align with my understanding of inclusive practice, as I pre-assess children's previous knowledge and interest around a subject, showing them that they have been listened to and included in their own learning environment. Listening to children's views is so vital in implementing an inclusive learning environment. When children feel listened to, they feel respected and included. The key to active listening is to have faith in children's capabilities and to build relationships of trust and respect. Loris Malagusi suggests that the educator's image of the children directs them in how they talk, listen, observe, and relate to children. My way of listening to the story influences my ability to respond through creating belonging, understanding identity, acknowledging children with special rights, make visible children's practice of engaging with differences, and advocate for inclusive practices.